Everyone, welcome to A Form of Farming in the Philippines. So I'm here with my buddy Tracy, who is an expert on these kinds of things. He has basically a self-contained, what we would call a motor home. He calls it a caravan
and a truck
that he cruises around the back roads of Australia in. And just travels. But he has an extensive solar generator system on his caravan. And so he's self-taught and well experienced in all things solar. So he's going to help me get these batteries in series, get the inverter hooked up, this good 24 volt inverter, and won't have to worry about it anymore. This battery we're just taking out of the bank until I can get another battery. We're just going to hook these four here. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now, is hooking the batteries together, and we'll pick this up again in a minute. A light bulb?
Not an LED, but a light bulb.
An incandescent?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because what's going to happen is when we put that on the negative, there's going to be a chunk to charge the capacitor in there. So if we had a light bulb or something to limit the...
So you want me to do it?
No, well, I don't want... We've got a... Is that the right size bolt? That's the first thing. Or is it too long? You want to use this one? What is it?
It's the right size bolt.
Okay. So we've got to put that... We just got to put that on there. Go for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
There'll be a bit of a spark.
Yeah, that's nothing. And then you can redo it. You're just going to roll it over.
Can you tighten it up?
I think so.
So when you tighten it up, in theory, you can start the inverter, but it won't be on solar just yet.
I'm trying not to sweat down into my phone, because that's how I destroyed 3 of my other cameras. Is doing stuff just like this, Tracy, and filming while it's below my face. I mean, you can see the drops on there already. That's how I destroyed 3 cameras. So
in theory, you can just turn it on and it should start.
This is the go button.
Yeah, hold it on for 3 seconds. Release. That's it. 220. It's running.
So in theory, we could plug something into this cord and
it's running.
It's running.
So shut it down and we'll hook up the solar.
All right. And then just 3 seconds again.
Yeah. That's it. Release. When you hear that click, click.
Click. It's done. All right. I've got to. Right, so we've got everything hooked up. We've got it hooked up to the inverter. Now we're trying to, I had thought this was all automatic, but it seems like we're going to have to manually adjust the solar controller for 12 or 24 volt. On default, it seems to always go to 12 volt. And no matter, we don't exactly know how to do it because there was no instruction manual when I got this. So Tracy's trying to get it online, no matter what sequence. It's so hard to get this 12, 24 volt flashing here that I don't want to mess with it. I'm gonna wait and see, because I've gotten this menu several times and then hit the down arrow, it goes default back to 12. I've hit the up arrow, it goes default back. And if you hit either one of these, it seems to go default back as well. So rather than struggle to try to find that mode again, I'm just going to wait for Tracy to watch a video on it.
I've got the instructions. I've just got to find the...
We figured that out. Tracy found that online.
Manual?
The manual online. So it's putting in, it's 4:30, the sun's almost down. 1.9 amps Batteries are 100% charged. 27.8 volts. And now it's putting in no amperage. That's no amperage going out. It's temperature. No error codes. 27.9 voltage. 28. And 51.3 volts coming in. So we're all good. So, you want to tackle that? See if we can get that figured out?
What they've done. They put an earth wire in here, so when it brings it down, it's just safety. There's no, so this has to be removed and insulated, and then we've got to identify which is live and which is neutral, and then put it in the same thing here.
So without a meter, we can't do any of that, right?
Pretty long, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So what you do is go 1 to earth, and if it's reading 220, that's the line one, live. And then the other one to earth, and it should be 0.
Where do we find the earth?
Well, this is an earth here, so...
Yeah, which one?
They're both earth.
Those are both earth?
Yeah, it looks like they just joined everything up for safety, and they've just earthed everything just for safety, so when you pull it in, there's no floating voltages.
Okay.
Just for safety.
So we go from either one of these earths to, and we figure out which one of those, or which one of these is the hot.
No, which one of these is the hot?
Which one of these is the hot? Okay.
So if that's the hot side, you put the hot side in here. If that's the hot side, you put the hot side in here. And in here it'll be LNN. So have a look here. It's got.
So which one of these do we put?
Well, here it's got LNN. So L is the hot side. So L, you'd have to follow it, and then put it in whichever is the hot side.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to mess with it. I'll have an electrician come by and do it because I don't have a reader. I don't have any other than turning myself into a light bulb. I have no way to test it, so I'm not even going to mess with it. I can run our aeration off of that and our well pump because this black cord goes to that little room over there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's our aeration and water pump. And I can plug that directly into here, except that now we have no backup for the house. We've got no lights, no nothing if the power goes out.
What was your backup before?
This cord right here.
So that cord just goes into there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. There you go. And I don't need to. I don't need to mess with the throw switch. Beautiful.
You can do the throw switch at your leisure, but you've still got power to the aerator and power to the house.
So we're all set. So this is, if we need power to the house, turn the inverter on, plug this into this cord, and we have power to the house. If I want aeration, this thick cord here goes over to the old inverter room, which has the well pump switch and the aeration running off this. So if we lose power and I want well pump and aeration, I plug this, turn the inverter on, and plug it in here.
Test it.
Sure.
Let's start charging 28.8.
Whoop! I gotta hold it a little longer to make it go.
Just keep it off there.
And maybe set this back in there so it's somewhat stable. Like so. Well, maybe not. I can't do this with one hand. You plug us in there, Tracy.
2 amps, it's pumping 2 amps in.
Just all that's going to come on is the aeration. What's it putting in now?
2.5 amps at 28 volts.
All right, so that's running the aeration. I can hear it now.
27 volts.
I'm going to stand here for a minute and see how long it takes that to get to 26.9.
Because you're down one battery now.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that this inverter is much more efficient than that one.
It's kinder to the electrical appliances because it's a pure sine wave.
26.9. So you know, we're using slightly more going out than is coming in. But it's what time is it, T?
437.
4:37. So it's going to be completely dark in like 45 minutes. And the panels, yeah, the panels are just not hardly putting out. They're not getting any sun. So I'm going to off this. And plug the aeration back into the vehicle power, and we're all good. So I've got this set up for standby now. We could actually, on a really bright sunny day, run the refrigerator for a couple hours probably. Well, until it runs the batteries down too much, but we would be able to run the refrigerator in an emergency situation. So now that all that is wired up, all we need is more panels and more batteries. And I'm pretty dang old happy with how things have worked out here. So we've got a 24 volt system. We've got this nice inverter, this NAT inverter hooked up. We've got our controller. So things are as well as can be expected. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Tracy. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.